Hasina's extradition sought PM's India tour indecisive. SSC result published, pass rate 62%. TV channels forced not to broadcast July uprising news. Government's aid network getting expanded, Prime Minister. Those were the headlines. Good evening, viewers. This is Nafisa Nawal with English Bulletin. Bangladesh has asked India to extradite Sheikh Hasina as soon as possible, maintaining legal procedure. Foreign Minister Dr. Khalilur Rahman made the disclosure at a briefing on Monday. He said during Indian High Commissioner Dinesh Trivedi courtesy call on Prime Minister Tariq Rahman on Monday, Sheikh Hasina issue and details about improving bilateral ties were discussed. The Foreign Minister also said decision is yet to be made about Prime Minister's Delhi tour. Indian High Commissioner Dinesh Trivedi said talks with the Prime Minister had been fruitful. Dinesh Trivedi flew to Delhi on Monday afternoon after his meeting with Prime Minister Tariq Rahman. Results of SSC and equivalent exams have been published. 1,16,676 students have obtained GPA 5. The number was 1,39,032 in 2025. The number is 19,009 less than that of last year. Education Minister Dr. ANM Ihsanul Haq Milon officially unveiled the result at the ministry on Monday. The overall pass rate is 62.25%, Madrasa Education Board 55.49%, Technical Education Board 58.20%, Dhaka Board 71.63%, Joshore 66.27%, Rajshahi 63.67%, Mymensingh 57.39%, Sylhet 58.33%, Chattogram 59.48%, Kumilla 65.42%, Dinajpur 58.05%. Successful students of different schools of the capital became jubilant soon after getting the results. League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir ordered taking stand against television channels if news of July mass uprising were broadcast. In reply, the then State Minister for Information and Broadcasting Muhammad Ali Arafat said if the television channels show any video footage or image of the conflict, the channels will be closed down, terming them as an enemy of the state. The information was revealed through a telephone conversation of the two minister and State Minister of the Awami League regime. The recorded telephone conversation was produced by the prosecution on the fourth days of hearing in July crimes against humanity case against 7 leaders of Awami League and its affiliates, including Obaidul Qadir. Awami League is now banned from political activities for genocide during July mass uprising. Government's aid network is getting expanded gradually. Last 17 years, fascist rule has made the country loan and import dependent. Now it is time to rebuild the country. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman made the remark at the 3rd National Convention on Sustainable Development Growth Implementation at Bangladesh-China Friendship Conference Center on Monday. The Prime Minister also inaugurated the SDG Village. The Prime Minister highlighted different initiatives undertaken by the government for implementation of SDG and talked about the facilities of SDG Village. He said the SDG Village will be a model to the world. Eleven party leaders have collected nomination form for alliance candidate for presidential post. LDP President retired Colonel Oli Ahmed Bir Bikram An 11-member delegation led by Hamidur Rahman Azad, Assistant Secretary General of Jamaat Islami, went to CEC office at the Election Commission to collect the nomination form. As per Presidential Polls Act of 1991, CEC is the returning officer of the presidential polls. The 11-party delegation collected the nomination paper from EC's Senior Secretary Akhtar Ahmed, who represented the returning officer. Earlier on Sunday, BNP collected 2 nomination papers for presidential polls. Balloting in the presidential polls will take place on August 20. Islamic Bank has filed a complaint against 38 people to Anti-Corruption Commission, including immediate past president of the country, Mohammed Shahabuddin, on allegation of misappropriation of Taka 500 crore. The bank appealed to the graft buster to launch a probe about the matter. Vice President of the Foreign Exchange Corporate Branch of Islamic Bank, Muhammad Yasin Ali, filed the complaint to ACC. It was said in the complaint that loan limit of a weak organization, Supravo Nit Limited, was extended up to Taka 500 crore from Taka 100 crore through manipulation. Later, the money was withdrawn and embezzled. The complaint further said businessman S. Alom and the then vice chairman of the governing body of the organization, Mohammed Sahabuddin, played key role to get the loan in favor of Composite Nit Limited. Now a short break. We will be back soon with Jharkhand restive over irregularities in public exams. Uncertainty looms over India's Bangladesh tour. Welcome back. You're watching ATN News. This is English Bulletin. Now, news around the world. Thousands of students and job aspirants in Ranchi, the eastern Indian state of Jharkhand, marched to the State Assembly demanding justice over alleged irregularities in JPSC and JSSC examinations as well as reforms in recruitment exams. On the 17th day of intense protest, thousands arrived from multiple districts to march from the old assembly complex in Durwa towards the new assembly building on Monday. Police fired water cannons to the dispersed thousands of youth protesters as protesters marched on the state legislature and had breached barricade on their way to the Jharkhand Assembly. Local authority deployed over 1,500 personnel from RAF, IRB and local police to control the unrest. Iran's Supreme Leader Mustafa Khamenei has appointed former IRGC commander Mohsen Rezai as his representative to the Supreme National Security Council. In a decree, Khamenei said he appointed Rezai in view of his valuable experience, citing Rezai, a veteran of 1980 to 1988 Iran-Iraq War, Presidential Office Deputy Head of Communications and Information Mehdi Tabatabai said, following Mohammed Bakir Zolbagh's resignation as an SNSC secretary and his acceptance of a new responsibility, Rezai was appointed as secretary by decree of President Masoud Pezeshkian. Rezai is a long-time member of Iran's political and security establishment who led IRGC from 1981 to 1997 and held several senior government and advisory positions. The Pentagon has called on the U.S. defense industry to accelerate production of weapons to help replenish its diminished stockpile of munitions. It reportedly includes those depleted in the ongoing war with Iran. Pentagon spokesman Sean Parnell said in a statement the department was actively focused on boosting munitions acquisitions to provide the weapons U.S. war fighters need at the pace the threat demands. He, however, insisted Pentagon's efforts over the last week to significantly speed up the process was part of a border modernization effort that predated the 5-month-old conflict. Reportedly, Deputy Defense Secretary Steve Feinberg wrote to industry leaders giving no more than 21 days to submit plans to drive significantly faster, more aggressive delivery schedules and production for critical capabilities. Viewers, we'll take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching English Bulletin, now sports news. Tensions over exclusion of Bangladesh pacer Mustafiz from the IPL and political issues create uncertainty over India's tour to Bangladesh to play cricket. BCCI will seek India's central government's approval for Bangladesh visit as cricketing ties between two nations remain unsettled. Citing a top BCCI source, India Today said BCCI cannot take a decision on the tour on its own at this stage as both countries' cricketing ties still carrying the fallout of a turbulent year. It will approach India's central government for permission and clarity over India's team proposed tour of Bangladesh. The source also confirmed BCB has kept a window from August 29 to September 15 for the proposed white ball series against India. It also wrote to BCCI and both boards remain in constant communication over the proposed series. Before ending the bulletin, top stories once again. Sheikh Hasina's extradition sought, PM India tour indecisive. SSC result published, pass rate 62%. TV channels forced not to broadcast July uprising news. Government's aid network getting expanded, Prime Minister. Jharkhand restive over irregularities in public exams. Uncertainty looms over India's Bangladesh tour. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for being with us.